Hi, I'm Rod. Welcome to my channel. Today I am listening to the Saints perform Just Like Firewood. This is the Saints after once they had left their punk days behind. Ed Kuepper had left the band. And yeah, so this is more alternative rock. So here we go.
But I was dark and the land is cold. It's frozen right to the bone. And just like firewood I burn up. Just like firewood. Just like firewood I burn up. 500 miles I've gone today. Tomorrow it's 500 more. Outside my window, the world passes by. It's stranger than a dream. And just like firewood, I burn up. Just like firewood. Just like firewood, I burn up. I go to work and I earn my payload. And the sweat it falls to the ground. I sing now, but we might never meet again, child. The eyes are hanging on the door. One night in a motel room, eyes cast like steel. I drank the wine they had left on my table. I knew the morning was too far. And just like firewood, I burn up. Just like firewood. And just like firewood, I burn up. And just like firewood, I burn up. Just like firewood. And just like firewood, I burn up.
And so that was the Saints, Just Like Firewood. That's a great song. It's, for me, the Saints were at their best in their first 3 albums, but they still did write great stuff after that. For me personally, a big part of what made the Saints' early albums so good was Ed Kuepper's guitar tone, his buzzsaw guitar tone. And those first 3 were punk albums, and then they moved off in different directions, as did Ed. Ed went off and formed a post-punk band, and then more of a grungy alternative rock kind of band, and then his solo albums for doing other stuff. And the Saints released albums that were alternative rock and some that were blues rock. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I think bands should move into and experiment in other genres. I think that's a good thing. I think it's more problematic when they get stuck because their fans don't want them to change, and they're scared that they'll lose their fans if they change. But I don't think Chris Bailey was ever a person that worried too much about that. He just did what he wanted to do, which I think is a great thing. But a bit about them. The Saints were an Australian rock band formed in Brisbane, Queensland in 1973, founded by singer-songwriter Chris Bailey, drummer Ivor Hay, guitarist-songwriter Ed Kuepper. They originally employed fast tempos, raucous vocals and a buzzsaw guitar sound that helped initiate punk rock in Australia and identified them with the greater international movement. All Fool's Day is the 7th album by the Saints, released in 1986. The album was the Saints' commercial breakthrough into the US, with the videos for Just Like Firewood and Temple of the Lord receiving airplay on MTV. Maybe that's where Bruce Springsteen heard it, because Bruce Springsteen covered this. I believe because when he tours Australia, he always does a couple of Australian songs or songs from Australian bands, whether it's the Saints or AC/DC or whoever, and it was quite popular, and they recorded a single and then it went on one of his albums, I think. Just Like Firewood is a song by alternative rock band The Saints, which is written by the song's leader, singer Chris Bailey, and was released as a single in March 1986. It was the lead single from their 7th studio album, All Fool's Day. It peaked at number 29 on the Kent Music Report singles chart. In January 2018, as a part of Triple M's Ozzest 100, the most Australian songs of all time, Just Like Firewood was ranked number 88. This is a great song. To me, the Triple M's Ozzest 100 makes no sense. But anyway, yeah, so this is a great song. I think this is the first. I've done some Ed Kuepper songs. I think I may have done a Chris Bailey song as well. I think this is the first Saints song I've listened to on the channel. There will definitely be some more at some point. I have several of their songs on my list. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and you would like to support the channel, the best way you can do that is by liking, subscribing and commenting. It all helps. And I hope to see you in another video soon. Thanks for watching.